What have you seen from your position group so far this spring, Trent?
I think it's been a very good spring. Biggest thing I've seen is just guys coaching each other. I mean, obviously we got 2 new coaches coaching them a little bit. We were here last year, but just different techniques that we're preaching, and guys are being consistent, being detailed, and taking that coaching. They're flying around, and they're looking really good.
Before we get into them, like how have you grown this spring with the different voice and the different role?
Yeah. I think I've grown tremendously, and I'm able to take things from Coach J-Mo, Coach R, and Corey Parker. Like, they all coach different ways, but the biggest thing is trying to find the best way for me to coach, and I think I've grown with that, and having Coach Panels on my side has really helped, so I think I've grown.
What's that feel like when you can feel that growth and that voice start to evolve over the course of
It's just encouraging, because I know if I can grow as a coach, I can help the players grow on and off the field, and that's the biggest thing for me.
I don't know that we need to ask about Gabe anymore. We pretty much know Gabe,
Yeah.
but Leon is a newer guy here. Like, what's the spring been like for him, and what's he shown you?
Leon came in right away. He picked up the playbook very fast, and he gelled with the guys instantly. And I think it created competition in our room, and Leon's flying around. He's playing really well right now, and these guys competing, getting better every day, and I'm excited to see what he does in the fall.
Anything in particular stand out about him?
He has an unbelievable motor. He's running to the ball every day at practice. Unbelievable motor, very twitchy, good pass rusher, so I'm excited to see what he has.
And then JoJo is just a totally different flavor from some of those guys.
Yeah.
How do you see him, and what's he showing you so far?
I think JoJo has shown that he's pretty much a Swiss Army knife. He has multiple roles on our defense and roles that fit him to what he can do, and the impact he can make in those roles is huge. And he's a guy that doesn't complain about anything. Just when you give him opportunity, he takes full opportunity and takes advantage of it.
What's that do for you when you have such a different, like a change up there? Where a lot of those guys are more bigger guys, but you have JoJo who's got that speed. What's that allow you to do?
Well, I mean, I think it's important, especially when you get along the season. Like, you got guys like Gabe and Joe Barna pounding. Then throw JoJo in there on third down and switch it up. I think it's a huge switch up and a change up for us. It's good.
What's second year Joe Barna look like for you guys?
Joe Barnes improved tremendously. I think his confidence is his biggest thing, and obviously he's working under Gabe, so he's learning how to become a pro. He's been very consistent lately, and that's what's going to be huge for him.
What does that do when someone like him has a year of some ups, some downs as a true freshman and can kind of take that into their second season?
Well, I think it's huge. I mean, we have Gabe, but Gabe can't play every snap.
Right.
And to have Barna come off and be somewhat close to that level that Gabe is, it's really going to help our team.
How does he use, he's got a lot of strength, like how does he use that productively and able to make such an impact?
Joe Barna?
Yeah.
Well, he's very good with his hands. He's strong with his hands, and he knows what his strengths are, and he uses them. In his pass rush, you'll see him long arm. That's how he got his first sack last year as a freshman. I mean, use your strengths, and he's been working on his weaknesses, but if you have those strengths, use them, and he does a good job of that.
Alec has always been that third starter guy, but it would seem like he's stepping into maybe a bigger role this year. What's the spring been like for him?
Alec's been awesome, man. He's been consistent. That's one of the things we challenge him with, is being consistently and just not having DBOs, not being ourselves, and he's improved tremendously in that. And AB is a very instinctive player. He knows how to make plays, but the big thing has been his consistency. He's done that. I think bringing Leon in and, raises competition, but it's been good for Alec. Really good spring for him.
How do you foster that consistency with someone?
I think it's just repetition. It's just earning the trust, and I think the closer the guys are, the closer the guys are in the room, like, you earn the trust of your teammates, you want to play for them, like, the more fellowship they have, you're not going to make those mistakes, and I think our room is gelled really well with that, and I think that'll help.
Obviously, Mason was the guy who was hurt last year, so we didn't really know a ton about Mason, so what can you tell us about him?
Mason, he's always in the playbook. He's very smart. He doesn't mess up often, and you can tell every practice he's improving, he's gaining confidence, and he's showing some flashes out there for sure.
When you have someone who didn't play, like, how did you guys challenge him to keep him involved last year, and how has he parlayed that into the spring?
I think the biggest thing, like I mentioned, was his confidence. We want him to play fast, show his physicality, and he's done that every day, and just continue to stay on his rehab. And he's definitely improved.
And Eric is a new guy to the room. What's the spring been like for Eric?
At first, it took him a while to pick up the playbook, but these past couple of weeks, he's gained confidence tremendously, especially in his pass rush. And he's starting to open up more in the room, joke around with the guys, and I think that's really helped him loosen up a little bit, and he's doing pretty well.
We just named a ton of guys, and some similar, some different. What's that do for you as a coach when you've got a lot of different options who are ready to play, but also different specializations, I guess, that they can do out there?
I think it just allows us to find what those guys do best and find a role for them to help impact this team. And that's something we got to work through and we'll figure out. But it's definitely a positive thing to have in the room.
I guess in truth, I can't get out without asking about Gabe. Like, what have you seen from him this spring? And in terms of, I'm sure you have certain things you wanted to build on coming back. What have you seen him elevate?
Gabe is Gabe, man. He is the hardest worker. He's always in the film room. I can't tell you how much he's in the outside linebacker room or come to my office asking to watch film. But I think the biggest thing for him is he's learning how to be a pro. I mean, he's in here every day doing mobility stuff, stretching, cold tub, hot tub, whatever that is, and then just being a leader. Like, he's running to the football. If guys don't run to the ball, you hear his voice, and I think that's huge for our room.
That's what I wanted to ask. Like, when you're kind of in the position he is, there's a lot that comes with that. So how have you seen him embrace everything about being that guy in that room?
I think he's embraced it well, man. He walks around with his chest poked out, and he holds guys accountable. And if he messes up, he holds himself accountable, and that's the biggest thing. If he does something wrong, he'll speak up and say, hey, that's on me, I can't do that. So he's been a great role model for those guys.